Okay, so I got messages for Jennifer and Alex. Um, I can really say that I felt this butler type feel. I don't know why. It just felt like a butler, like Alex was the butler, catering to her needs, being there, being available, assisting her, holding her towel, holding her purse, making eggs in the morning, um, juice already poured. He is a great supportive, active help in her life. And I don't mean that in a negative way. This is just probably who he is and what he loves to do. This might be his love language. And she's not taking advantage of him in any kind of way, nothing like that. But I think that some of the fire and the passion and the romance is falling away. And everything looks a little shaky going forward. I was surprised to see that, but you never know what's really happening. None of us do. So these are the energies that I pick up about them. The passion is dying out. Neither one of them are putting in effort and passion to keep the excitement and the fun in the relationship. Um, it could be a lack of sex, could be a lack of affection, definitely a lack of chemistry in some kind of way. Um, but she definitely admires him and appreciates him, genuine love and care for him. And he feels the same way about her. He's a very fair person. The relationship is balanced. They do for each other, they offer to each other, they are taking care of each other. And it's not that they both need it, but they both consider each other in life. And I feel like just as much as he supports and assists her, she does the same thing for him. It kind of feels like that type of relationship. The companion, I don't let him forget his keys, and he will never let me put gas in the car. It's that type of feeling that I get, supporting each other, covering each other, protecting each other, and just making sure that everybody has what they need. But when it comes to the love, the passion, the chemistry, that is dwindling down. Um, but there is this peace and this patience and this relaxing type spirit that's going on in the connection. Um, and she needs that. And he needs that. I think that's why they were meant to cross paths and have this experience. It was for enjoying the earth, enjoying the moment. He taught her how to embrace each moment. She taught him how to have fun in the moment. So they were meant to cross paths to bring this beautiful peace, serenity, coverage, protection, um, this patience, this beautiful temperance that a lot of people probably couldn't do. They have that. They are comfortable with each other. However, I do have some unhappiness here. I am showing that just as much as they are at peace with each other, there is some things that make them unhappy. And that's where the issues come in at. Um, I don't see marriage at all. I don't see them being together that much longer. I would definitely say probably about 2 years or less if things don't change. And this could be 2 months too. I do feel a 2.5, 2, something like that. I don't even know what the 2.5 is about. I just heard 2.5. But I can kind of see them growing out of this and walking away from each other. If they don't have a mutual walking away, I can see J Lo walking away from him. I can definitely see that because the passion is gone and she needs that spark. I'm showing how she's lacking that spark and that passion, and he's lacking it as well. He doesn't have it inside of him, so there's an unhappiness here on the home, on the surface. Nobody's fighting, screaming, or hollering. None of that is going on. There's not no pushing and pulling in that kind of way. It's just going dry, just going dry. So I do see that right there. I don't see much pressure or direction or action towards marriage. I don't see that at all. No, I sure don't. Um, I wanted to take a look at the conflict. Like, okay, so what is actually conflicting them? I know what's going on the surface. I can see this passion going down, this chemistry going down. I can see sex not happening as much. I can see that. I can feel it. Yeah, I can feel that. And I'm sure that's for a reason. It's a reason why that's happening. And maybe because they're so comfortable with each other. Like I'm at peace, but I'm not being my best self. I'm not having the best fun. I'm not excited and happy, and I don't have that firework that they probably both used to having with others. That they seem to not be able to do that together. That's another thing, because I just saw like firecracker TNT, and I saw it broken in half, and she has a piece and he has a piece. They both have what they desire, but for some reason when they're together, it just don't happen or not happening. Something, the fuse goes out once they are together. It'll be lit and then it just go out. So when it comes to conflict in this relationship, or what's conflicting them, just to be honest, they just individual people. They kind of just do their own thing. And to take them out of their own individual element of life, you will really have to pull and seduce. It has to be that big fireworks show to get each other's attention. And I think that's why they don't get each other's attention. So when he's off doing him and his individuality and working on the things he's working on, he's not even thinking of her. Because to get his attention, you must seduce him away from it. And I think that's probably what happened. They both seduced each other. And that moment is not happening over and over again because they're both waiting on it to happen to them. These are the people that needs a trigger. He needs a trigger to pull him out, and she needs a trigger to pull herself out. I think they're both finding out that we just pretty much do our own thing. We do our own thing. And the things that each of them want, they want each other to do, but it just don't happen. Yeah. So it's kind of like both egos need to be stroked and nobody's stroking each other's ego. I don't think they're built to stroke each other's ego. But some kind of way, they did it when they met. Spontaneous meets spontaneous. This fire meets fire. Yeah, it happened. They was working on the same cylinder at that time. They was in the right timing. Both being there, authentic, fun, loving, attractive selves. And they just hit the burst and they wanted that to happen continuously. But the truth of the matter is they will have to chase each other to do it. And I feel that that type of effort is going out. The desire not to chase each other is happening. They're realizing that they're just individual people. They are just independent and very separate and strong, and they like to do things on their own. But they do have this caring and protection for each other, making sure each other okay and have what they want. They're very fair to each other, and that's just part of them. They're just their manners. That's just who they are. I can just see her making sure that she make all the calls that he needs, or make sure that he has extra things available. But they're not making any movements towards the future. They've noticed that there's a pause. They notice that there is some type of breakdown, or things is just not spiritually moving anymore. Even if they try, they feel like it's not moving past a certain checkpoint. It's also possible there could be conflict in this relationship from a Cancer. Very possible. Also possible that a Taurus can be at conflict in this relationship. It did not feel like cheating at all. That's something else I wanted to say. I didn't feel it as cheating, but that don't mean it is not. But I don't feel it that way. But I think that their betrayal is to each other. The betrayal of I can't give you what you want and you can't give me what I want. Not moving forward is their heartbreak. I think they will be saddened that we are two brilliant people. We know we care about each other. We know we love each other. We know that we will be there for each other always. But we also know that we are in two separate worlds. We know that too. And I think that that's something they're going to have to come to terms with. I think it's starting now, 2 months to 2 years. I think these issues is going to come out sooner than later. I definitely want to say that before cancer season, you'll see some of this. Definitely before, probably shorter, because I feel like it's shorter. Okay, so that's what they figured out. That is the conflict. The conflict is we do our own thing. We just two single people, and we're not moving forward. It's nothing we can do to move forward. It hurts. It's disappointing. They are perfectionists when it comes to keeping our word, keeping our promise, and we gotta win, and we gotta make this work. But the truth is, they both will be settling if they continued like this. Yeah. And that's what hurts them. That's what breaks them down. That's what hurts the heart. That's what brings the unhappiness that they both found genuine, unconditional love in each other, but don't have the fire in between them to keep it going because both of their egos have to be stroked, and it's just that simple to get that response and attitude that they once had before. And they're both waiting on each other to do it. They mirror each other pretty much. They both desire the same triggers. They both have the same triggers. Um, I was surprised to feel them very, very strong and fiery, and also very, very emotionally available. I feel the feelings. I feel it. I feel like they touch each other when they talk. Like every time they talk, they touch a shoulder, or touch a thigh, or touch an arm, and lay a little pressure, and then take it off. It just feels like that. Feels like they very, very um, loving and kind and gentle and vulnerable to touch. It's just something about I don't know, maybe there's something about them, but they just seem like they very, very open with empathy, and they have feelings. You can feel the feelings. Sometimes you don't feel it on firesides, and it takes you to go down some layers to feel it. But they definitely very nice, well spoken to each other. No screaming, no hollering, no none of that. Mm-mm, no. If anything, they probably are shut down and go to different floors, but I don't see anything like that. I actually see this beautiful, gentle love and this unconditional type love. But when they realize that they can't go forward, that's what breaks them. That's what brings this hurt and pain that they're not going to be able to win. They compete. They compete probably within themselves, probably within between each other, but definitely feel like they don't want to lose. It's like we said we was going to do this and now we're not. That hurts. We really could have tried. Man, that's messed up. I really wish we could have did it. And I think that they're going to love themselves more than the goals. Yeah, I think they're going to put their true feelings above the goals. So what's next for them? What's next for them is separation, disconnection, abandonment. They're going to actually quit what they plan and give each other a high five at the same time. There will be no anger. There will be no frustration in that kind of way. No fight, no bickering. We won't see it. They will both come out and talk beautiful about each other. But it just looks like we got to abandon each other. We got to abandon the plan. we have to abort. And at the same time, we clapping hands because we did it together. They're going to abort the mission. That's what it feels like going forward. I'm going to abort the mission. I am going to let go of the plan, the foundation that's set. We have to abandon it in some kind of way. And it's going to hurt us, and it's a struggle, and I feel like a loser, but we got to do what's best for us. And it's the truth. They're going to face the truth together. This is a great connection because you actually just, it pretty much seems like meeting this relationship is like meeting your twin and kind of like kicking it with your own self for a while to learn about yourself. And then once you get the lesson, it's like, dang, I wish we could stay together, but I know you got to go over there. And you kind of shake hands and walk away. That's kind of like how this feel. I like them individually, and I like them together too. I like both. This is the type of person or relationship that they probably still eat together on holidays. You never know with them. But I do feel a disconnect. I really, really do. Now, I was checking to see if there was any cheating going on. We got to ask that, right? And it's not always 100% when I say yes or no, but I can tell you as far as the tides and the energy and the connection. And as for him, no, he is not connected to anyone else in this passionate type of way. But I do believe that he had a soulmate and a contract with someone. He has a soulmate from the past that he is still linked to in his soul, and it'll be hard for him to connect with anyone. So there are some unresolved things going on between him and a past soulmate. I don't feel like he's passionate for that soulmate. I don't feel like he desires that soulmate from the past, but I just believe it's some unforgiveness or some unlearned lessons, some debt that he still need to pay based on this soulmate. It could have been an improper, he could have been, I just heard improper fraction. I remember those. I couldn't stand them. But I just heard that. An improper fraction. Some type of inappropriate behavior that he experienced and gave towards a past soulmate. And he still got some debt on him about that. And which means when I say debt, he still got some things he must learn and must see and must be revealed. He has to see himself and the things that he played in that relationship. So he definitely has that on him. This is a possible air sign. He could be still having a soul contract with from the past, but it could be any sign. I do know he thinks of this person as soulmate, and he has some unsuccessful things that happen with that soulmate. And if he wants to complete his healing, he will need to deal with that. That is still on him. It's like he's married. That's how it looks to me. Like, you married and you messing around with J-Lo? That's how it looks. He knows it. And he might not know it's that fleshly person's face, but he knows who he was back then. And he knows that there were some improper fractions going on and inappropriate behaviors on his part. And he has to forgive himself for that. So that's one thing I want to say. But I didn't see anything current as of today, any cheating, anything like that as of today. However, Miss J-Lo, I do have this longing, love inside of her heart for someone. I don't think that she believes it or believes it and accept it the way that she should. I think that she goes back and forth in her mind about a past love, like, but to a point of, oh my God, why do I keep thinking of them? And I think that's the messages that will come through after they reach this breakup point or breakdown or separation or yeah. When they meet this, when they get this revelation of their situation, I think that J-Lo's heart opens back up for someone that she thought that she didn't love as much. and she realized that she is in love. I really do think that she is still in love. And I'm not talking about a soul tie, I'm talking about in love. I feel that she's still in love with someone from the past, or someone that she feels like she's not in love with. She got some decisions to make, and that's what's happening, I think. I think she is being pulled to that love some kind of way. So she got some serious decisions to make. I don't believe that she's communicating with the person, but I'm sure she knows the person. Of course, she knows the person, but I don't think that she knows her love for the person as of yet. But the closer they come to their breakdown, the more she will be enlightened about this love that she still have from someone in the past. As far as cheating and third parties today, I do not see her doing anything today. I do not see her initiating impulse and doing none of that today for anyone. I don't even see her acting on this love in her heart because she really wishes it wasn't there. So it's kind of like, why do I still love this person? Why do I still think of them in this kind of way? She actually hates that she do feel this kind of way towards this person, knowing that she's in a relationship now. And I think that prevents the marriage coming up as well, or prevent them from having the full commitment that they both think they're going to get. What I'm saying is, the more J Lo has been each and every day, the more she's with Alex, the more she realizes that she's in love with someone else. And she hates that feeling. She doesn't like that she feels that way because she has no desire to go backwards. No, no, no. And actually, I feel like she said it like, no, no, no. I cannot go backwards. No, no, no. That might be a thing she do to no, no, no. I don't know. But she cannot go backwards. That's one of her rules right now. That's what she's dealing with. Like, I cannot go backwards, and I need to stop thinking like that. I don't know why this person is coming up in my spirit like this. I don't want them. I'm not thinking about them. I'm not talking to them. No, 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 no. But as this relationship between her and Alex comes to a head, those feelings for this person is going to be coming out no matter what. And I was like, who is this person? Is it new love for her? Yes, it is. It really is. This woman is loved. This woman is loved. This woman is. Now, let me tell you something. I know this woman is beautiful, sexy, attractive. She is a beautiful woman. Beautiful women, we always say, can get anybody. Yeah, I got it. But that's not what I'm talking about. Each person has loved her. Yes. Not a fling, not a thing. No one can say anything bad about her. They actually fall in love with her. They have love for her. Um, but it's something about her that can't be kept. She can't be kept. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say, but work with me. It's so hard to try to describe somebody else and another energy in the spirit. You're only working off of the vocabulary that you have and what you can see. But she just makes me feel like the perfect person to fall in love with and to not keep them. And the reason why she can't be kept is because they are not the chosen one. Who is the chosen one? The chosen one is the one that she's truly in love with. But something about being in love with that person makes her feel uncomfortable. And until she breaks that, she won't be able to get the life partner that she desires. She really wants a life partner. She wants to be with someone forever. But she's in love with someone already. But I don't think she want to be with him. I just heard my love don't cost a thing. That was weird. Maybe it's somebody she was dealing with around that time. It doesn't mean that she can't fall in love with a new person. She could. She can definitely do that. But for some reason, she tend to not choose the one she in love with. She tend to choose the one that's in love with her. Work that out. Okay? This woman has been loved by every man. Every man would have been with her for the rest of her life. But she just couldn't. It just can't be. So that's interesting though. I would like to look at her by herself, baby. Okay? Love is coming in for J Lo. Yeah. She won't be shocked by the person either. It would stress her out too. I don't really have a sign, but I do got this Virgo looking at me. So I don't know. As things unfold and we hear something, then we can get closer to it. But I like both of them. These are some beautiful people, and they require a certain amount of attention and seduction to keep them rolling in life and in love. They need that spark on a regular basis, and they tend to not be able to give it to each other at times because they desire it for themselves. Like, I'm gonna give you what I need. I'm gonna give you what I need. So it could be something like that going on. But they are beautiful, unconditional love. They love each other. They support each other, protect each other. They are very good people, and they will handle this in a very good way. They will handle all of this in love, and you never know. It could comes to a point that both of them choose to be with each other need and bypass the breakup. It's very possible. But first you gotta break before you build. And he has to deal with that debt from this past soulmate. And she gotta realize some true love that she has for someone. Okay? Alrighty. Bye bye.